was the last time you thought about what do I do with my finances? What am I going to do to put myself in a better position? I'm never going to make enough money. If you know, like I know, you're never going to make enough money on your job to change your life. You're never going to make enough money on your job to live your dream life. You certainly won't make enough to have financial freedom or to create generational wealth. And so my advice is always to, well, I guess a couple things first. Number one, don't ever trust your job. There's no such thing as a safe, secure, or reliable job. It does not exist. It will not be there for you. I hope it is, but you have to go ahead and assume that that job's not going to be there, which means that paycheck is what? That paycheck's probably not going to be there either. So I always encourage people, listen, number one, don't trust your job. I don't care what they tell you, what they sell you. I do not care. Never trust your job under any circumstances. They will not be there for you long term, right? The first thing I say is do not trust your job. Second thing is do not build your life around a paycheck. But because most of us connect our lives to a job, we pay for everything with a paycheck, which means your life is built around a paycheck. And I'll show you what I mean really quickly. And so really quickly, I'll show you what I mean by that. So your life, all right, let's call this life, right? This is life. And your life, these are all the expenses. So you have we're going to make some things up, car, phone, house, right? We'll say college, student loan debt. We'll say CC for credit card. We'll say food and fuel. We'll say insurance, and I know there's so many others. But in this example of your life, my question is, how do you pay for all these things, right? And so your answer is probably going to be, well, Shon, I pay for all of these things with a paycheck. Okay, gotcha. Then where do you get your paycheck from? Well, Shon, I get my paycheck from this thing called a job. Okay, gotcha. Now let's work backwards. Okay, because all your bills are paid from a paycheck from your job. So let's say you lose your job. If you lose your job, you automatically lose your what? Your paycheck. I hope this is making sense. Smash the thumbs up if it is. Now your paycheck's gone. Now my question is, what are you going to lose next? How do you pay for the things that you want? Right? How do you pay for your life? Because if you lose your paycheck, essentially, then you run the risk of losing everything. And it can happen that quickly. It happened to me. I ended up homeless. You don't want to be like that. And so I always tell you a couple things. Number one, there's no such thing as a safe, secure job. First thing I tell you, because I got to get you into the reality of don't trust this job. So there's no safe job under any circumstances. So there's no safe job under any circumstances. Okay. Number two, right? Number two, I tell you, all right, get rid of your savings account. Stop stacking money in your savings account. I know it's going to make you mad. I know it's going to frustrate you, but give me a thumbs up anyway, because what I'm about to teach you is going to change your life. I tell you, no such thing as a safe, secure job. You need to understand that because anything can happen. A lot of the times you'll lose your job and it's not in your control. So don't ever assume it is. Number two, get rid of your savings account. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you what to do, but right now I'm telling you what not to do. Go ahead and get rid of your savings account, right? So no safe job, get rid of your savings account. If I promise you, if you could just do the first two, it's going to change your life. It's going to bless you, right? So get rid of your savings account. Don't trust your job. And then number three, never have one source of income. I can make that a lot shorter. You never want to have one income. If you do that, if you have one income, appreciate the thumbs up for whoever did that. Appreciate that. You're welcome to put your name in the comments. I don't know who you are, but if you drop it, we're live. I'll shout you out. I appreciate that. because I don't get a lot of love because people don't like what I teach. I'm telling you, I've been homeless. I've been on the streets. You don't want to do that. And the mistakes I made, these three, these are the mistakes that made me homeless. If you want to be homeless in America, keep doing this. Eventually, at some point, this is going to work against you. It's a formula for failure, not success. So, no safe job. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to go there and act a fool and whatever. I'm not telling you that. I'm just saying, hey, keep going to work. There's nothing wrong with the job. Keep your paycheck, keep your job, especially if that's your only source of income. But I need you to understand that any day they can get rid of you. So I need you to protect yourself. I need you. You insure everything, but you won't even insure your own financial future. We insure cars, phones, pets, houses, microwaves, appliances. We insure everything, but we won't insure our financial futures, our financial freedom, our financial success. So I advise you to start insuring yourself. How do I do that, Sean? How do I take insurance out of my own finances? Here's how. And it's not something you can go out and buy, but it is something you can do. And that is your mindset, right? So if you guys have a question or comment, you're welcome to drop it. If I see it, I'll try to respond. I'm not going to be on here too long, but I felt like coming on here tonight and blessing you. And hopefully I'll say something that'll change your life and bless you. All right. So somebody said, hey, man, I've been following you for like a week now. Definitely helped me to get assurance for what I've already been thinking about, my 9 to 5. There you go, man. I appreciate that. So, yeah, if you watch this channel, I'm gonna disrupt the way you think. Now, I know this channel is not a big channel. It's not a popular channel. I know there are channels. By subscribing, you can help me also by sharing the channel with others on platforms, social media, and all that. And I appreciate that. But I think one of the biggest reasons, because I had a student one time, and he was talking to me, and he said, Sean, your channel, he said, man, I don't understand how your videos don't get like a ton of views. And I was like, probably partly because most people want to be entertained. They don't want to hear the hard truth. There's only a certain amount of people. That's why I call it the 90% and the 10. You always hear me talk about the 90 and the 10. The 90% is going to be the majority of people. They're going to play by the same rules, these rules. And then you're going to have the 10%, the rich and the wealthy. And this is about mindset. So the 90% is going to be the poor and middle class. Again, this is mindset, not bank account. Then you're going to have the rich and wealthy, the 10%. And the only thing that separates them is how they. But the other channels, man, look, they're not going to get a bunch of views. Stuff I'm telling you. They come out here and tell you, hey, look, you need to start a business, and you need to start one from your phone so you can make money and get to hang out with your family while you make money. So now if I come on here every day and I say the stock market's on fire, go spend a bunch of money in the stock market, this channel will blow up. But I'll come on here and say, hey, be careful about the stock market. It's at an all-time high. It's probably going to crash. If I'm you, I'll wait for the crash and then I'll buy. That's just me. Every other channel is going to say, hey, go out, buy houses. It's your best investment. And I'm going to say, time out. It ain't. It's one of the worst investments you can make. But you can still do it. Let me just show you how. In ACL, asset times cash flow equals liability. What does that mean? That means you can buy your house. Just don't buy with a paycheck. Because if you lose that job, you lose your paycheck, you lose your house. Right? And so, again, I keep it real, but for the 10% that I'm here to help, or the 90% that's going to convert to the 10, that's what I'm here for. So smash the thumbs up. Let me know if this is giving you any value, and I appreciate that. So somebody said, I really need some inspiration on a business idea. You got it. And so 90%, 10%, this is mindset. As long as you think like the 90%, this is what you're going to practice. Now tell me, listen, I don't know you. You guys don't know me. But let me ask you. Because I say this is how the 90% think, and I say this will keep you in struggle lane. All right, so let me ask you, do you rely on your job? Do you believe your job is safe, secure? Most people don't think about it. They believe their job is going to be there, right? You do too, right? The average person does. They never believe they can lose their job, right? I'm telling you that's a mistake, but most people don't. 10% know that job can be here today, gone tomorrow. No job safe. So if you believe your job is safe, congratulations, you're thinking like the 90%. I'm not here to fuss at you. I've done it too. All right. Do you have a savings account? Oh, let me look. Okay. How about an emergency account or a rainy day account? You got that? Okay. 90%. You ever hear the rich talking about savings accounts? You ever hear the rich talking about rainy days, emergencies, credit, credit scores? See? You ever heard a rich person or a wealthy person talk about they have to save money? They have to build up their savings account. They have to have an emergency account. You just don't hear it. Why? They live off cash flow, but we're not going to get to that. Right? So you have a savings account, emergency account, rainy day account. Let me ask you this. Why are you saving up money in anticipation of a rainy day or an emergency? Why would you manifest that? Yes, I know life happens. Yes, I know it's okay to be prepared. But if you have an emergency every 5 years, what are you doing with that money? Here's a better question. What is the bank doing with your money? See, here's the lesson. Don't do what they tell you to do, they being the banks. Do what they do. All right? Some of y'all are going to get that on the way home. And let me ask you this. Do you have one source of income and it's your only income? See, I told you. This stuff will make you poor. I don't care what your bank account is. If you practice this, you are poor. Your bank account, sure, you might have some dollars in your account, but I'm talking about here. It's only a matter of time. This whole system collapses if I take away your job. Now what? There's your income. You go from 1 to none. Your savings account, remember that emergency? Wiped out. Why? All I did was take the job away. Listen, that's why I tell you. And again, I'm not on here telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you that. What I am telling you is don't trust your job. Don't trust, and I'm not talking about the people there. I'm just talking about the idea that you'll have a guaranteed job. No such thing. I found out the hard way. I woke up, got an email, don't need you. Didn't say that, it was a lot more, but essentially, we don't need you, don't come back. Done. Within a month, homeless. And I know what you're thinking. Shon, if you would have piled up money in that savings account, you'd have been okay. Well, a couple of things. Number one, you might get a job that pays way less. Number two, you might not get a job. You don't know. You don't know how long until you get a job. My advice is the 10% advice, right? And I'll show you real quick. So you guys are out here with 1 or none. 1 is the same as none. Savings account, emergency accounts, trusting these jobs. I say get rid of all this. We're not going to trust these jobs. We're not going to stack money in savings accounts. And we're not going to rely on one source of income. Why? It's too dangerous. We are in a dangerous, dangerous time in this country. We are in the anything goes era in America. What does that mean? That means that your kids in school that's 3 and 4 and 5 years old have to go through active shooting drills in school. Now, how many of you adults ever remember going through active shooting drills? I'm just saying, times have changed. The things you think or believe that can't happen, they will. And they can. And so we live in the anything goes era. So if you don't think your job, the company that employs you would fire you at the drop of a hat, you're only kidding yourself. They will let you go. As soon as they find, here's how you get fired. You make too much. You make too much money, you're going to get fired. If your company can create a process to replace you, you're going to get fired. Right? If your company can create a system to replace you, you're getting fired. If your company can create AI, get some AI help that can come in and do your job, you're getting fired. If a college student who's in more debt than you, choking on debt, is willing to work for less than you and do your job, you're going to get fired. If illegal immigration, an immigrant comes from another country, whether legal or illegal, they're willing to do your job for less and get trained on a job, you're going to get fired. Look, I just gave you a list of 6 things that'll get you fired right away. I didn't even include, I don't want to get canceled on YouTube, but I didn't include the cocoa. You know what I mean, 2019, 2020, right? Yeah. Whether you got the shot or not, that's not what we're talking about. But I didn't put pandemics on here. I didn't put that on there. I didn't put war, right? I didn't put you get hurt. You mentally check out. I didn't put company downsizes, company sales, company mergers, company cuts your department because of budgeting, right? So all of these things, smash the thumbs up if you agree. If you guys have a question or comment, or you just want me to shout you out, you just want to say hi, you're welcome to drop it in the comments. But let me know. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm right. I know I am. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I don't have scary content. This is to do one thing, wake you up to the reality that you are not in control. If this is your financial pattern, this is the financial pattern of a poor person. Well, Shon, I got money in the bank. Okay, gotcha. But if you keep doing this, you won't. Here's what I say, all right? So let's look at what I think, the 10% mindset, right? Here's what I think. I think no job is safe. None whatsoever. Even the one I create for myself, not safe. See, I'm no fool. I know it. Use a different color to contrast this. I don't believe that any job is safe. Hit the thumbs up, guys, if this is giving you any value. That's the only way I know. I appreciate every viewer on this channel. I do not have a lot. I appreciate every thumbs up. I don't get a lot of them, right? I get a lot of people that kind of trash the channel and trash what I'm saying. Hey, this guy's nuts. He's telling you don't buy houses with paychecks. Hey, this guy's, he's tripping on his own cereal, whatever he's doing, right? This guy's telling you don't save money in an emergency or a rainy day account. That's the comments I get. So I appreciate everybody who thumbs up. So, because I know this is hard to digest because it's not what you've been taught. It ain't what I've been taught. That's how I ended up struggling until I created a business. Dominic, created my own business. That's how I changed my life, and we'll talk about it in a second. All right, no safe job. We know that to be true, right? So what are we going to do, right? So a couple things we're going to do. We know that there's no safe job. So what we need to do is we need to create some type of something that creates cash flow, right? So we're not going to rely on a job. We're going to create our own business. Be your own boss, or in this case, CEO. So we're gonna focus on being our own boss. What about a savings account? What about it? Well, I got one. That's cool. But here's what I want you to do from now on. Number one, I don't want you to call it a savings account, emergency account, or a rainy day account. Why? Because whatever you say, you manifest. We don't want to manifest that. We do know life gives you curveballs. That's just life. We ain't about to ask life to give it to us. So we're going to stop calling it that. In fact, whatever you call that account, you call it an emergency account, it's not successful until that account has an emergency to deal with. You call it a rainy day, it's going to need a rainy day to be successful. You're not going to feel like that account is worth it unless you get a rainy day or an emergency or you start saving money. Change the name. From now on, don't call it that. You're going to call this account an opportunity account. Come on, I'm preaching better than y'all, amen. Hit that thumbs up. You're going to call it an opportunity account. Why? Because we don't want to focus on savings. Now we want to focus on opportunity. We're not going to look for a job. We're going to create our business. Right? See, I'm contrasting everything with the 10% mindset. What about the last one, Shon? One income. No, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to have streams of income. Right? Streams of income. My business, you guys, for those who follow me, you know my business. I have a moving service. My moving service makes money in, let me see. All right, I'll just write it down, break it down. So I know we make money in several ways. Sometimes I have to think of it. My moving service makes money through DCs, which is deposit commissions. We make money that way. My moving service makes money through membership, ISP membership. We make money that way. And through booking job fees. Almost put booking fees. And we're working on some other ways. We'll just leave it at that. So my move-in service makes money using all of these, but I don't have trucks. It's going to make you laugh. I own a moving company. Moving, not movie. I have no trucks, no crew, no equipment, no dollies, no boxes, no tape, no anything. I'm not moving you. I'm not coming to your house, and I don't want to. Well, how do you do a moving service? That's why it's called a middleman. So really quickly, when you talk about being your own boss, I took that advice and I created a business, my own business, a middleman business. I did it in 2020. And in 2020, I made a whopping $77,000 a year. 77 for my first year. 77K. Not bad because I never left the house. Right? Not bad for the first year. You guys, you can do, my students, you can do a lot better than that because you learn from me. I had nobody to learn from. Hit the thumbs up. Let me know if this is helping you. And so what my company does is three things. It books customers, takes a deposit. This is where I get paid. And then it simply dispatches the work. So if you want to talk about a blueprint for your 2024, 2025, here's how you need to be thinking. Whether you do a middleman business or not, doesn't matter. You need to be thinking this way. You need to get rid of this stinking thinking and get into financial freedom thinking, right? Hey, I got a job. That's cool. Keep your job. In your spare time, work on your business. You want to start a middleman business? I'll teach you to build it and work on it, right? Instead of my savings account, Sean told me to start calling it an opportunity account. So I'm not going to stack money in it. I'm not just going to stack money and leave it there. I'm going to start using the money to do other things to create more money. Because Sean told me no one source of income creates multiple streams of income. So up here, if you lose your job, you lose everything. Down here, you lose your job. Who cares? You continue to live and take care of yourself. So book, deposit, and dispatch. The average deposit for my moving service is $150. Why do I love that? Because if we do that 3 times a day, right, we make $450 a day. And if we do it for the entire month, right, I want to say 13.5. I could be wrong. I know last month we did more than that, but $13,500 for the month. Now, who wouldn't mind making $13,500 in a month without doing the work? So what I teach you is choose your industry. So it's very, very simple what I teach you guys. And again, all your company's going to do is book, deposit, and dispatch. And here's the best part. I teach you how to build this business so you don't have to book, deposit, or dispatch. Someone else is going to do it for you, but it's your business, right? And so I teach you how to book, deposit, dispatch from your phone, but you're not the person actually doing it. So for my business, it works this way. Customer calls in, we book the customer. I don't, but someone else does, right? And it's fully automated. Whether they talk to somebody or not, they could just book it online. They book the job. They say, hey, I need a quote for this. So the first thing I'll teach you is choose, because again, I'm teaching you the importance of you got to have another stream of income. Got to be your own boss. You got to start thinking this way, right? So I teach you. Remember, I've been doing this since 2020. I don't do anything else. You guys, some of you guys on my channel know me personally here in Dallas. We're friends. I got friends on this channel. They know I don't do anything else except middleman. Why? Because of the freedom it gives me, right? So here's what a middleman business, by the way, well, I'll show you in a second. So here's what a middleman business does, right? So first thing you do is you choose your industry. I'm gonna give you guys a blueprint. You choose your industry, right? What industry do you want? So you might, if you go to middlemanceo.com, you'll see my list. You get to look at the list of industries I like, my top 25, and the deposits you typically get. Middlemanceo.com. So, and getting the masterclass while you're there. It's on sale now, but it's about to go up big time. Click the VIP so you can work with me one-on-one. So, industry. Choose an industry. Your industry might be let's be hypothetical. I'll let you guys copy this real quick. Screenshot that. This is gonna change your life. Screenshot this and this. Hit thumbs up, guys, if this is blessing you and helping you. Let me know. All right, get rid of this. So I want to show you something real quick, and then I'm going to hang out with the family. Right? Got family coming in town into Dallas tonight, so we're going to have a blast all weekend. My weekend starts tonight, but that comes with freedom. The way you get freedom is not through a job. Again, don't quit your job. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to fluff you and lie to you. Keep your job, but work on this part-time, and then one day you'll be able to quit your job. So choose your industry. Your industry, you might say, I like the cleaning industry, right? So after doing some research, I teach you how to do all that research and check it out. You might say, I like the cleaning industry. I'll jump in that. Now, keep in mind, whatever industry you choose, you're not the one doing the work. So you don't have to know how to do it. You're not doing it. I'm not moving you. I can start a website design business tomorrow, and I know nothing about designing websites. And I'm not about to learn. Why? Because I know someone who does. I'll just connect you to them. Right? So industry cleaning. It's like a plug business. So a middleman business, Uber, prime example. Uber is a rideshare company, yet they don't own any cars. Yet, excuse me, they don't drive you around. They've never picked anybody up. They've never dropped anybody off. Uber is a middleman company. Here's what Uber does. Uber finds someone who needs a ride, a rider. Then they find a driver. Neither of these are Uber. Then Uber, right here, it's the middleman company. They say, hey, rider, here's a driver. Hey, driver, here's a rider. When that connection is made, Uber gets paid. Uber never left the office. They don't drive anybody around. So I'll talk to people and I say, hey, has Uber ever picked you up? Yeah, Uber's picked me up. When? They're like, yeah, the other day. No, that was John in his mama's car. That ain't Uber. Uber's a middleman company. They don't do the work. So I own a moving service, but I don't move people. You might choose home cleaning service, but you're never going to clean anybody's house, right? So you choose the industry, then you choose your city. So you might say, hey, I like Atlanta. I got a bunch of students in the master class in Atlanta, by the way. Shout out Atlanta. I got to go out there and do a live training. Hope y'all be there. If you want me to come to your city and do a live training, put your city in the comments. Drop it down there. Let me know what city you guys need. If I get enough people, if I get 25 people from that city, I'll show up and train you. We'll spend a Saturday and we'll do live training. I'll teach you how to build a business from ground up. Change your life. Put your city in the comments if you want me there. If I get 25, I'll be there. City, you might pick Atlanta. All right. Okay, cool. So you got Atlanta, you got cleaning service. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to set up your company, right? So you got this, you got that. Now we're going to set up our company. All right. And with the setup, we're talking about website, get all the business stuff set up, right? And so we'll just put website, right? And all this stuff is easy. There are people out there who build websites. It's simple. I'll even help you get it built. So get all this stuff set up, your website, your bank accounts, your legal stuff, all that. Your LLC, just all that upfront stuff. Done. You can do all this in a day, by the way. Website, for a lot, probably take a couple of days maybe for a website, but you can do all this quickly. EIN, website, all that. Most of this can be done in a day. So now you're set up. Now you're going to go live, right? You're going to go live and launch your business. Now we're launching our business, right? Now we got to get customers. And then we have to get ISPs, independent service professionals, right? So you're going to go out and get customers. This is marketing. And you're going to learn a lot about marketing. It's very simple, very easy, but I teach you how to do it. Guys, here's one of my favorite things about this, because you actually do this from your phone. Whatever city you choose, you do not have to be there. You do not have to be in that city, because I live here in Dallas. I could start a home cleaning service in Chicago tomorrow. I don't have to be there. Remember the formula. The formula is customer, middleman, and then business or ISP. So all you have to do is connect the business to the ISP. So if you connect the business to the ISP, you don't actually have to do the work. So whatever industry you choose, it doesn't matter. You're going to find businesses who do the work and connect them to the customers. That's all you're going to do. That's all you're going to do. So no matter what you put here or here, it doesn't matter. You don't leave the house. The only difference is if you choose a city you're not at, you're going to have to focus on online marketing, and I teach you free and I teach you some paid ways to do it. But the goal for me is I try to teach everyone how to make money for free and then use the free money if you want to do paid ads. That way you don't have to spend money out of your own pocket, right? So you're going to go live, you're going to do marketing, and then you're going to get your ISPs. And your ISPs simply are your contractors, but we call them independent service professionals, right? And so they're going to be the ones who actually go out and do the work. And it doesn't stop there. Your ISPs are going to pay you. I teach you how to set it up to where they're going to pay you about $300 a month to be a part of your business. Why would they do that? Because you don't give them leads, you give them 100% reserved jobs. People spend thousands of dollars a month just to get leads. Your jobs are already booked. Remember, they paid you a deposit. They've already booked the job with you. Now, all I do is when I book the job, the customer books with me and pays a deposit. All I do then is the system, we use Booking Koala now, but the system alerts the 25, because you're only going to do 25 ISPs. That's all I want you to do. But anyway, 25, 300, that's 7,500 a month. As long as you keep 25 ISPs for their memberships, you'll make $7,500 a month. And that's not even with customers, that's just the ISPs. Now, why would they pay you that? Because you got confirmed reservations and all they have to do is show up. These are not leads. They have to call and bid and fight, none of that. Just show up here. Here's the information. Customer's going to pay you at the end. We don't want their money. We only want the deposit. So they'll pay us to get access. So when they pay me, let's say October, they get access to my schedule calendar. So they get an alert saying a job was posted, and then the ISP can go look at the calendar, see which job they like and that they're available to do. And all they have to do is take it, select it, and then it's automatically dispatched. So customers come, remember, customers come to the site and they're going to book on the site. They're going to pay a deposit. You could be sitting at the beach or sitting at the pool and get an alert that you made a $150 deposit and you haven't even talked to anybody. You do that 5 times a day, you're $750 for the day, and you've never left the house. That's what I love about it. Now, I didn't know all this when I first started. My first deposit was $50, and it was from a friend, but it changed my life. And so the last thing that's going to happen is the dispatch, and the dispatch is whenever they select the job, the alert goes in, so they'll get an alert, a text on their phone, say, hey, there's a job available in your area. That's how ours set up. And then the movers will look at the calendar and say, I'll take that one. They select it, pay a $10 fee to take it, right? And then it gets dispatched and I'm done. Now, I've never talked to the customer. I haven't done any of that because I have a VA. So you guys are going to have VAs. You're probably sitting there going, I don't want to talk to customers. I'm not good on the phone. That's why I teach you to hire a VA. They do all of that, right? And you just pay them per booking so you don't have to spend money for no reason. So that's what a middleman business is. That's why I love doing this. I wish that I could teach 10,000 people how to build businesses from their phone. I can. I just hope I get the audience soon where I can start changing people's lives, because if you understand jobs are not safe, if you understand bank accounts, savings account, emergency accounts is where money goes to die because you don't use it. If you don't use money, it has zero value. How much? Zero. But I got $1 million in account. Again, you don't understand the purpose of money. The purpose of money is to exchange it for something of value. If it sits there, it has no purpose. There's a parable in the Bible. It's called the parable of the talents. What happens? Shows you that God blesses investors and not those who sit on their hand and are scared to take risks, right? So he gives money to 3. 2 go out and make a return. 1 buries it, like a lot of you, buries it in a savings account, does nothing with it except protect it. No investments, no trying, no anything, just sit on it. And then the servant comes, the master comes back and he says, what did you do? The first servant says, hey, I went out, took some risk, doubled it. Second one, hey, I went out and invested and started a business, did this, did that, doubled it. What'd you do? Oh, I know you like your money, so I didn't want to lose it. Sound like a lot of us, huh? I didn't want to lose it, so I buried it. I did nothing with it. And then the master calls him an evil servant. Not bad, evil, right? And takes from him what he has and gives to the one who invested and who made, not the least, the most. So if you'll take that step, I promise you, God will bless you because it's part of his blueprint. One day we got to talk about God's financial blueprint. I promise. If I do a video like that, it's going to change your life. Let me know if you want it. So, but anyway, guys, I'll get out of the way so you can copy and paste this. You can see or screenshot this. You can see how this business works. I walk you through step by step how to do all of this. All you have to do is go to middlemanceo.com. It's the price of the course is going up quickly. Please, please, please go get that right now. If I can teach you how to make $10,000 a month in one city, then in a year, we should be in 10 cities. And I'll walk you through step by step and we'll grow to each city. Then we should be in 10 cities within a year or two. I'm just saying, that's freedom. Best part, you never had to leave the house. That's life. That's how you want to live. So if you want to keep going to the 9 to 5, they'll work you until you die and they'll buy your life from you. That's up to you. I don't want to live that way. I want my 3 freedoms: financial freedom, time freedom, and lifestyle freedom. I want to enjoy life with the people I love. I want to make money while I do it, and I want to do the things I want to do. So if you want to do that, if you want those 3 freedoms, put freedom in the comments. Let me know. Put the word freedom in the comments right now. Let me know and smash the thumbs up. But again, this is how you change your life. Go to middlemanceo.com. Click the VIP. If you get the masterclass, it's only the class. If you get the VIP, it includes one-on-one coaching with me. That's where I need you to be. Go get it. It's on sale till midnight. It's going to change your life. I promise you. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Click the link. It's also set where you can get $60 or $80 a month, just something stupid. And if you can pay $80 a month and I can teach you how to make $10,000 a month, I don't know what you're waiting for. I would be gone. If somebody would have showed me this in 2020 when I was struggling paycheck to paycheck and my wife was falling asleep at 6 o'clock because she was exhausted from holding the family down while I was making nothing, I was this close to having to go get a job at Tom Thumb because I was broke and we were paycheck to paycheck. That's true. That's fact. I was this close to that. If somebody would have showed up and showed me this, I would have given anything to get that opportunity. Thank God it did come to me. And tonight, you guys are blessed. This opportunity is coming to you. Go to middlemanceo.com. Click the link. Get the course before the price goes up. It's going up. Go get it. It even lets you make payments, right? If you don't qualify on there for a payment, or if you got a question, ask me, middlemanceo.info@gmail.com. Or just go to the website, click the email link, and email me. Shon, I really want to get it. I don't pay it until then. Shon, I really want to get it. My money's tight. Can we work something out? Listen, I'm here for you. Whatever you need to do to get your business up and running, and use that phone. If you have a phone, you can do this. All right, guys, I got to go. Have a wonderful, blessed night. It's time to go hang out with the family. I got family flying in, so we can have a blessed weekend. I'm probably not going to see you guys for a few days, but listen, please, 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 go get the training. Click the VIP, join the VIP masterclass. It comes with one-on-one. I'm going to get an alert, and you and I are going to start one-on-one training. You are not alone. I have a community of students like you, and you get me. I'm going to be with you all the way through this, right? And we're going to build a successful business. So go click that link right now. Go to middlemanceo.com, click VIP, get the class. Get in it, start right away. It's going to bless you. It's going to change your life. And then you and I are going to start working one-on-one and build your business. We're going to get it up off the ground and successful. And we're not going to stop until we do it. That's my commitment to you. So you commit to me, take that risk, invest in yourself. I'll see you guys in the free live training. Well, this is the free live training, but I'll see you guys in the masterclass. So if you guys are excited, Dominique, you said something earlier about inspiration on a business idea. Here you go. Time freedom, money freedom, lifestyle freedom. Can't beat that. Imagine making $1,000 while you sit on the beach. Now that's living. All right. See you guys in the training. Those who want to change your life. I'll see you in the masterclass. Everybody else, I'll just pray for you. All right. All right. I got to go. See you guys soon. Be blessed. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, and tell somebody else about the channel. All right. Have a great night, guys. Be blessed. Peace.